Healing Tribe. It's your girl, Free the Truth, Auntie Phree, and there's so much to talk about. If you have been, avoiding social media and just not a part of what, this new life that we are going through, then you probably have not heard about the slap that has went around the world. However, if you are listening to my podcast today, we are going to talk about this. So, if you were watching the Oscars, you seen Chris Rock poking some fun. He made fun of Jada Pinkett and, in reference to G.I. Jane, and the joke quickly turned and escalated, and Will Smith had marched on stage and smacked Chris Rock a hot one, okay? Since then, the world has been in debate on protecting your wife, protecting the black woman, the appropriate way to protect, if she is deserving of this protection. All these underlying topics underneath this incident. And I'm going to try to get through as many as I can in this podcast. And I just want to say this. I am not a man. I am no one's husband. So I cannot say he is right and I cannot say that he is wrong. All I can agree on is that he felt it was necessary in the defense of his wife, and I'm not mad at Will. I'm just not mad at Will Smith. I do think that the community, we hold on to a lot of white supremacy mentality, and a lot of the comments are about how, black people behaved in front of all these white folk and all this otherness. And I just feel like we as a community, we are far beyond being concerned with how we look to Caucasians. I'm just trying to find the politically correct way to say this. And I feel like we as a people, we have moved beyond being concerned with how our behavior looks to them, especially when it comes to violence, because this whole land was conquered under violence. We lived under violence and tyranny for as long as I can recall, and in reference to my ancestors, to the history here, we have lived under violence. And it wasn't even up until recently where lynching has been outlawed. Do you guys not know how many times that bill has been presented and it has been shut down? So for hundreds of years, it's been okay to lynch a black person, okay? So it's like I have no inclination to listen to any perspectives of people who are Caucasian and talking about how they are traumatized by this slap, because your ancestors have done far worse to black people in America, and there's just no need for that. Second, there is continuous disrespect to Jada Pinkett, and I just want to address the fact that I feel like just a lot of y'all just don't like Jada, okay? You don't like Jada, and you don't like that Will Smith has decided to stay with her, stay by her side, and continue to be a loving, devoted husband to her. A lot of y'all are holding on to this entanglement a whole lot more than even her own husband, which I find to be weird because the one person it matters to seems to be moving forward in life, and but y'all just can't let it go, even though it is well known that they have an open marriage, even though it has been said that he was aware, even though it has been said that they were separated at the time, even though, like, y'all treat her as if she just went on a rampage with all these different men cheating on Will, and she acted within the guidelines of her relationship with her man. And if it's not something that you would subscribe to, if it's not something that you would do with your wife, that's fine. Good thing you are not married to Jada and she is not your wife. Good. But there's no reason to be bashing and name calling and dragging her through the mud simply because you do not like how her relationship is with Will. Next point. I do believe that over the years, the black community held the Smiths in high standard. I do believe we have this black romanticization of the Smiths and loving the black family portrait that they presented in front of us. And when August decided to come out and expose the relationship that they had, it was already had and over with. It shattered the image, and the black community has been unforgiving ever since. Like, so when I see Will smack Chris Rock, I don't believe it's just Chris Rock he's smacking. I think he's smacking all of you. I think he's smacking all the people that he can't physically touch. I think he's smacking everybody who ever had anything to say. We have known Will Smith to have a very clean, good guy image for years. Even in his raps, he did not cuss. So when I see Will Smith yelling at Chris Rock, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," I can't help but feel like, okay, this is more than just what's on the surface level, right? This is deeper because he's acting out of his normal character, right? Another part is when you are someone's husband, you have a wife, there are going to be certain instances, certain areas in which she expects your protection, right? She expects you to defend her honor. She expects you to be the man that she thought that you was when she married you. That's her Superman, her superhero. You know what I mean? Like the man who's going to make sure that everything is okay, that I'm not hurt, that I'm free to walk around through this world. So when I hear men saying that it was just a joke, okay, it was just a joke. But the joke is about something very sensitive to your wife. And you have a person standing on a national stage making your wife feel the most uncomfortable, right? And take it back into, you don't know what's been going on behind those closed doors, behind this medical condition, how it's been wearing on them, how it's been wearing on the family, the nights where you have to comfort your wife because she's in tears, because when she looks in the mirror, she's not seeing who she wants to see, right? And your initial take is to probably just to laugh it off and move forward, right? But you look at your wife and it's not funny, and you see the hurt in her eye because only you can see, because only you know your wife that way, and you see the hurt in her eyes, and you say, you know what, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I cannot tell a husband when, where, how to protect his wife. That's his woman. He decides that. And he is prepared to deal with the ramifications and the repercussions behind that. Right? And I will say, being a woman and understanding the power of our femininity, that there are certain instances where you have to be protective of him, right? You have to be, because you know your man's soft spot. You know that people can get to him through you, right? So you move a certain way, you dress a certain way, you know what I mean? Like, you do certain things in order to preserve his manhood to the best of your ability through your actions. Because I know there's a few men out here who love me, who will step to the line for me. They will protect me with their life. And I do not take that lightly. So I will not let them go to war over me, over no bullshit. That's my responsibility in the power of my femininity for the men in my tribe who are around me and my family who say they love me. Okay? But when you know your man and you know that button has been pushed and he is on go, I've been told you do not get in the middle of no man and his fight. That's for your safety, because now he's been activated. Okay? Yes. In the grand scheme of things, maybe it would have been more appropriate to handle that behind a curtain. But I also want to insist on people being responsible with their platforms and their voices, and that you need to watch what you say out your mouth, because you don't know who's going to be able to take that from you. You don't know, you don't get to choose how a person addresses you when they feel disrespected. So maybe you should be careful with some of the things that you say out your mouth, and consider that you may have to fight over it. And is it worth it? Okay? Because where I grew up from, people have fought over less. Okay? It's Auntie Phree, the village auntie. Thank you to my happy, healthy, healing tribe. Please drop your comments, your responses. Let me know what you're thinking about this whole situation. There's so many layers, and I didn't even really get to everything that I want to talk to about this situation. So you already know where to find me. Free the Truth, PHREETHA, Truth. Go visit my website, freethetruth.com. I'm everywhere on social media, Free the Truth. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're streaming. Make sure that you're supporting your girls. Shop with me. And shout out to City Buzz Radio always. And until next time, y'all, it's your girl, Free the Truth. Convo Sessions.